deconditioning our idea of work.
Kaleidoscope perception.
So we have this virtue of hard work in America for some reason, hard work. But like, what does that mean? Like you put in a good day of work, and so you earn money, and you like deserve it, and then you come home at the end of the day and you can rest. After your hard day's work, you deserve to rest, and you deserve to be able to buy things with money. But it like doesn't make sense. It doesn't quite add up to me, because what feels good to me when I think of hard work, I want to be working towards something. I want my end product not to just be money, which is something detached from what I'm working towards. I want to have the fruits of my labor be tangible. So, like a painter who completes a painting and then sells it. So they're creating something that's intrinsically valuable, and then that value is getting reflected back to them, validated, and supporting them financially, since we are in a capitalist society. But primarily, I want to bring attention to this confusion about working hard, because there's a lot of people who just don't want to work because we're under this impression that work is something we don't want to do. I know that growing up, it seemed like my dad had to go to work every day, and he didn't really, I don't want to say he didn't like work. I think he does like what he does. But, you know, the having to go to work part of it, and the overall attitude of it was, I don't really want to go to work. I have to go to work because someone has to do it. And someday you're going to have to work, and you're not going to want to, and that's too bad. And that was kind of this attitude I had growing up, was that work is this really disempowering thing. I thought that work means that you have to do things that you don't want to do, that you just have to do them, that there's some abstract sense of value to doing that, to doing something you don't want to do, and that you're getting paid so that you're willing to do something that you don't want to do. And I'm not really okay with that. And it's going to take a whole reworking of the system for our work to be in alignment with what's truly intrinsically valuable. But you can start today. I can start today. And so what I'm suggesting is, if you have this attitude towards work and you see work as something that you have to do, that you don't want to do, you feel victim to the system, you feel like you don't deserve to receive, maybe that's another flaw that came out of this virtue of hard work, is that a lot of people have a hard time feeling worthy, or feeling like they deserve their basic needs being met, or have a hard time receiving because for whatever reason they've been conditioned to think they're not worthy. Instead of thinking you're not worthy of receiving, instead of thinking that you have to work hard doing something that you don't want to do, what's something that really excites you, that you want to put a lot of time and effort and energy into, that will feel rewarding to you when you imagine the end product of it? What's a creative product or something that you can work towards that's useful to yourself and to society? Something that will really help people and heal people, because I feel like that's what's needed the most right now on this earth, where things are kind of backwards. And so what's something that you can put time and energy into to work towards that will feel rewarding, and it'll feel like you're helping people, and it'll feel like you get to have your creative expression, because that's true value. And what I'm proposing here is that true value be reinstated, so that things that are truly valuable have financial value that corresponds with how truly valuable they are. So there's a lot of people who work really hard and don't receive money for it, but they're doing a job that's crucial to society. Can you think of any? Like mothers, for example. They don't get paid to raise children, but what they're doing is so essential for the foundation of society. They're raising humans for this society. And a lot of the times, the way that they have to work hard and invest time takes them away from raising humans. I'm not speaking to all mothers here. Some mothers prefer to spend their time working and doing what they're doing, but then they have intrinsic value, and that's good. But it doesn't make sense to me that we should have to diverge our time, energy, and effort to do things that we don't want to do, and that we receive money as compensation for doing something we don't want to do. It's a waste of energy. It doesn't really add up to me, and it's not necessary. I envision a world where true value is what's recognized, and where we can all ask ourselves, what do I want to work towards? Instead of having this abstract, detached, alienated virtue of hard work. Come home at the end of the day, you deserve to rest, you deserve a vacation. You earn your money so that you can buy things that aren't even related to what you were working towards. So we can instead have a virtue around working towards creating awesome things. So like a homesteader who just finished building his house. That's rewarding, that's valuable. When we displace value like we have onto hard work and onto earning money as opposed to working towards your end product, I feel like that is what has allowed for a lot of corruption. When I'm employed in a job, making good money doing something that I know is hurting people, and my integrity is compromised, but I'm still doing it because I'm making so much money doing it, that's really putting people in a really hard moral position. And it's not okay to put people in a position where we have to make decisions like, am I going to compromise my values because I'm making so much money doing this? But that's what happens when our value is detached from our work. And what's kind of even more twisted about this is that people tend to have a sense of pride around their job, even regardless of what their job is. So it's sort of like, well, I'm doing it because that's my job. Even though this is out of integrity, that's my job. Like, it's a job I've accepted. It's my place in society. It's my role in society. It's how everyone knows me. And so I'm going to do it. That's what I'm going to do. It's my job. It's my duty. People have a sense of duty around their job, even if it's out of integrity and out of alignment. Because what is the true meaning of saying, this is my duty, this is my job, you know? What does that really mean? Does it mean I am fulfilling a responsibility in society? Yeah, right? It's saying I'm doing my role in society. So if there's a niche in society, you know, that is hurting the earth, but society is set up so that clear cutting trees is a service to this society, then doing your job has a sense of pride and is rewarding. But I would love to see this feeling of meaning and pride people get from doing their job and doing their work be aligned with a society that is healthy and harmonious and really helping people and helping the earth. Oh, good for you. You're doing your job. You did a hard day's work. You earned your pay. And now you can do what you want with it. And there's sort of this unconsciousness. There's not really an examination of, what did you just do? Why am I applauding and celebrating that you just put a lot of time and effort into something that you're not going to see the fruits of, or if you do see them, they're kind of destructive, the fruits of your labor. But you got paid, so that's good. Good. Like, we got the money, and we have the freedom, the power, the needs being met. And yeah, it's not a good position for people to be in a society where our needs being met is dependent on us having this abstract virtue of hard work. So join me in redefining what hard work is. Stuff like that. So that's all. I just wanted to bring attention to this conditioning of hard work. Maybe that's helpful for you to hear in case you've had an attitude towards work your whole life that it's something you don't want to do. To become aware of that it's just a kind of screwed up perception and value, and that hard work can be something you do want to do if it's towards something that you want. So I want to ask you, what do you want to work towards? What's exciting for you? What would be valuable towards the end of the day? And then the step after that is, since we live in a capitalist society, how can you capitalize on it? And that would be extremely rewarding. That's all. Bye.
Kaleidoscope perception.